Hey YouTubers, I hope you'll excuse all of the ums because this is not scripted and I'm not a good talker. I was just wondering, there are a lot of people in the preparedness community here on YouTube, and I'm kind of wondering what kind of preparer or I don't know if you'd even call me a survivalist, but prepper, let's say. What kind of prepper are you? Are you somebody who stores up like maybe 6 months of mountain house food, not that there's anything wrong with that, and then just leaves it in the closet? Or are you the kind of person who like really bunkers up in Idaho and and has like this major thing going on with like major weapons and whatnot? Or are you more of a adapter to what the hard times that we all see coming? And yeah, a prepper or a survivalist, I guess you could call those two things. So yeah, if you could leave a comment on that, I'd like to know. It seems like a lot of the people in the community here on YouTube tend to be a little bit more of the survivalist type than the prepper type or the adapter type. Maybe they're yeah. So anyway, maybe I'm wrong about that. Now in my case, I think that my focus is more toward adapting to the harder times, and getting ready to live comfortably on a lot less. Now, that could be due to, for any reason, it could be like if we had like major hard times, or if I individually, say I got hurt at work and they managed to dump me or something without workman's compensation, but even then, that would be a serious pay cut. And if that happened to me, I would probably be okay because I've adapted and adjusted my life to live comfortably on very little. Yeah, bought a condo instead of a house. All of my cars are sort of paid for. I've got a scooter, little 80 mile per gallon scooter. I've got a Dodge sedan. That's my normal everyday car. And then I've got that big huge monster four-wheel drive Dodge pickup. That's my bug out vehicle and utility thing. I mean, there have been many times when I've felt that I've needed a truck. I've needed to haul something from the hardware store and I couldn't do it because I didn't have a truck. And I'd have to pay for the delivery, and that's all a big huge pain. But anyway, my big thing is preparing for, adapting to the harder times, and that involves keeping my debt like as low as possible, and paying extra on the mortgage, and adjusting my lifestyle to live like really frugal. And now, of course, I've got the silver and the gold and whatnot. I mean, I've got like this stuff. That's a 3-ounce silver piece. Isn't that bizarre? But anyway, yeah, all that. But I've got enough squirreled away in various different places, and not just in that safe. Probably to last me, say at the current prices and my current expense level, probably about 8 months. Now, if this got more expensive, of course, it would last longer. But anyway, that's not really my thing. My thing is adapting to the harder times. For example, yes, I have a big bunch of food storage, but I think it's about maybe 18 months to 2 years rotating, but I eat out of there all the time anyway. And I eat really, really cheap. For example, every day, well, most days at work, I just throw a beans and rice dish together. so that I can keep my system used to running, processing those beans without producing gas. Let me give you a quick glance here. Oh, that's just compost for my deck garden. Well, anyway, got more beans soaking there because I ran out. But anyway, that's all for my food storage bins. Then, let's see here. Here we go. I basically just make beans and rice with this Herbox no MSG chicken bouillon, and a little bit of, and some say tomatoes, and yeah, for example, that's from my garden, and some onions from my garden, like green onions. And I come up with something like this, and I just throw a little cheese on the top, and brown rice and beans. That's a complete protein right there with the onions. It's actually really tasty. I mean, one of my coworkers went through the lunchroom and said, what's that? And I said, survival food. But anyway, so considering that, I guess that while I am prepared, I got the weapons and everything, my primary focus isn't on the strife and the road wear environment and all that. My primary focus is adapting to the new situation, to live comfortably on very little. Now, I'm wondering if everyone out there, are you a prepper or are you an adapter, I guess you could say. I'm kind of curious what the numbers are later. Oh, before I go, for example, of prepper, that little geeky little scooter, it's a 60 mile per hour, 80 mile per gallon scooter. I commuted to work 5 days before the thing was on empty, and I filled it, went down to the gas station a few minutes ago, and it cost me $3.26 to fill it. So that's a week of commuting for $3 and basically a quarter. So yeah. And then of course to compensate for the geeky scooter, I got this really cool helmet. Actually, I have had a couple of people yell out the window, "Wuss!" But but I haven't gotten that lately, and plus when the gas was like really expensive last summer, everybody was saying, "Whoa, what a good idea, I wish I had a scooter." I bet we're going to be seeing that again not too far away from now. Okay, I just looked at that last video, and what a jumbled, rambling nightmare that was. Okay, let me see if I can narrow it down. We can have like different classifications of preppers. Anyway, you got the sheeple who don't prepare at all and are just ready for any horrible thing to happen to them. Then you've got, I guess you could call it one of the preppers who like have the mountain house food in their closet just in case there's like an economic disruption or a disaster that would interrupt their life, and then basically once everything was reestablished, life would go back to normal, right? That's the mountain house people. Then you've got the I guess you got the prepper who goes a little bit more into like weaponry and whatnot. Then you've got the survivalist who really is into the weaponry and everything, and the massive amounts of food and gold and silver and all that. And then you've got an adapter, the people who are preparing to exist comfortably in the new situation. So there could be like intermixing of all those various categories, but I'm kind of wondering what the percentage is of what kind of prepper we are. So even that was rambling. But this is like sort of a fuzzy area, and I'm wondering what people are. So later.